Hello everyone, myself Bhumi Patel, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. Today we will going to discuss about the mathematical models of the system. So today's topic detail is first transfer function for rotational motion. We have to find the transfer function for the rotational motion. The second topic is comparison between block diagram reduction techniques and signal flow graph technique. The third is advantages and disadvantages of block diagram reduction, and the fourth one is the properties of signal flow graph. So first of all, the first topic is rotational motion. So question is that what is transfer function? Obtain the transfer function phi s upon ts of mechanical network shown in figure. Okay, so first of all, what is the transfer function? So transfer function is equal to, it is the ratio of Laplace transform of output signal to the Laplace transform of the input signal. So this is the definition of transfer function. Now find the transfer function phi of s upon t of s of mechanical network shown in figure. Here one mechanical system is given. So here t is the input of the system. What is t? T is the torque applied to the system, and phi 1 and phi, it is the rotational motion of the system. Theta 1 phi 1 is rotational motion of this system. Okay, in the above mechanical system we have the displacement x1 and x2. Here the displacement is terms in the rotational displacement. So k is the spring constant, same like the above equation, and b is the damper of the system, and j1 and j2 is the inertia of the system. In this displacement mechanical system we have the mass m1 and m2. In the rotational motion system we have the inertia j1 and j2. So first of all, step number 1, draw the free body diagram of this system. So here two displacement is given. So we can put here two node, theta 1 and theta. Okay, now torque is applied to the theta 1 node. So we can connect torque in between theta 1 and the ground connection. Now J is connected between the theta 1 and ground connection. So J is connected between theta 1 and ground connection. K is connected between J1 and J2, and the rotational displacement of J1 is theta 1 and J2 is theta. So we can connect K spring constant between theta 1 and theta 2. Now J2 is connected rotational displacement with theta and the ground terminal. B is also connected between theta and the ground connection. So this is the free body diagram of the above mechanical system. Now we have to find the transfer function phi of s upon t of a. So step number 2, write down the differential equation. So first of all, at node theta 1, we have to write the differential equation. So you can see in this diagram, theta 1, J1 is connected. So J1 d square theta 1 upon dt square plus k is connected between theta 1 and theta. So k theta 1 minus theta is equal to t. This is the equation number 1. Now at node theta, we have to write the differential equation. So J2 is connected with theta. So J2 d square theta upon dt square plus damper is also connected. So plus b d theta upon dt plus k theta minus theta 1, and here there is no torque applied to this second displacement, so is equal to 0. This is the equation number 2. Now the third step is Laplace transform of the equation number 1 and equation number 2. So Laplace transform of equation number 1 and 2, we get J1 s square theta 1s plus k in bracket theta 1s minus theta s is equal to t of s. This is the equation number 3. And for the equation number 2, we can get J2 s square theta s plus bs theta s plus k theta s minus theta 1s is equal to 0. This is the equation number 4. Now we have to find the transfer function phi of s upon t of s. So here we can find, first of all, we can find the value of phi 1 of s, and this phi 1 of value put in this equation, we can get the ratio. So using equation number 4, find the value of phi 1s. So J2 s square plus bs plus k phi of s is equal to k theta 1 of s. So theta 1 of s is equal to J2 s square plus bs plus k upon k. Now put the value of the theta 1s into equation number 3. So put the value of theta 1 of s in equation number 3, we can get J1 s square theta 1 is equal to J2 s square plus bs plus k upon k plus b plus k theta 1 is equal to j2 square plus bs plus k upon k minus into theta of s. Okay, so into theta of s into theta of s minus theta of s is equal to t of s. Okay, so simplify this equation, we can get the ratio of theta of s upon t of s. So simplify this equation, we can get j1 square plus in bracket j2 square plus bs plus k upon k plus k j2 square plus bs plus k upon k minus 1 theta of s is equal to t of s. Now we can find theta of s upon t of s is equal to 1 upon j1 square bracket j2 square plus bs plus k upon k plus k the second bracket j2 square bs plus k upon k minus 1. So this is the final answer of this mechanical system. Now next topic is comparison between block diagram reduction techniques and signal flow graph. So in the block diagram reduction techniques, it is applicable to LTI system, linear time invariant system. Signal flow graph also applicable to LTI system. Now in the block diagram, each element is represented by blocks, and in the signal flow graph, each variable is represented by node. In the block diagram, summing point and takeoff points are separate, and in the signal flow graph, summing point and takeoff point are not used. In the signal flow graph, we can use the node. Now in the block diagram, self loop does not exist, and in the signal flow graph, self loop can exist. Next comparison, it is a time consuming method, and signal flow graph is required less time compared to the block diagram reduction. And the last comparison is feedback path is present in the block diagram, and in the signal flow graph feedback loop is present. Okay, so this is the comparison between block diagram and signal flow graph. Now next one is the advantages of block diagram. First advantages is the functional operation of the system can be observed by the block diagram. We can observe all the system using block diagram. Now block diagram gives the information about the performance of the system. The third advantage is block diagram is used for analyze and design of the control system, because we can always use a closed loop system in the block diagram. So we can analyze the system and we can redesign the control system. Now it is very simple to construct the block diagram for the big and complicated system using block diagram reduction techniques. Now next one is the disadvantages of the block diagram reduction. First disadvantages is block diagram method is not for the system uniqueness. Next one is the source of energy in the system is not shown in the diagram. We can always show the input of the system. We cannot use the source of the energy. So this is the disadvantages of block diagram. The next disadvantages is in the process of reduction of block diagram, some important function may be omitted or hidden in the main system. So this is the disadvantages of the block diagram, and the next disadvantages is the block diagram does not give any information about physical construction of the system, because in the block diagram we can represent the process or the controller or the sensor in the name of the block G1, G2, H1. So we cannot identify the physical construction of this system. Now next topic is properties to signal flow graph. First property is it is only applied to the time invariant system. It is not useful for time variant system. Now the signal flow is only along the direction of arrow. Signal flow graph only applicable whenever the forward and feedback loop is generated. The value of variable at each node is equal to the algebraic sum of all signal entering at that node. This is also the property of the signal flow graph. Since in the signal flow graph, the system equation of a can be written differently, so the signal flow graph is not unique, because using block diagram and using the other method we can also find the transfer function of the system. So the signal flow graph method is not unique, and to find the gain of the signal flow graph, we can compulsory use the Mason's gain formula. And the next one is every block can be represented by the signal flow graph, but converse is not true. We can convert the block diagram into signal flow graph, and answer of this system is 100% same, but we cannot convert the SFG into block diagram in every system. So the conversion is not true in every system. Thank you all of you. If anyone have doubt, then contact me in this email ID.